and welcome to Fast Arcade. Alex, do you remember the Capcom Home Arcade?
I do.
Just recently, the developers at Koch Media have released a 1.5 update. Been promised for a long time, finally out.
Brilliant.
I'm sure that it might have come a bit sooner, you know, if things weren't the way they were, pandemic, etc. But it's a completely free update. It's added lots of quality of life features, no new game software, but I think it's unanimously improved the player experience. So the menu's changed a little bit. You see that the frame around the games has changed. There's a new games setting option. We go into this. Each game now has access to its dip switches. So inside the arcade machine, there would have been little electronic switches to change the difficulty and the clock speed and all that. And now we have access to all of these things. There's also a 1 credit mode, which forces you to have a singular life and set a high score on that basis.
Things like that you know, if you were kind of done with this unit or you know, after
exhausted something, like a long-term ban.
Yeah, this can draw you straight back in with a new challenge.
If you play Puzzle Fighter to death, go on set difficulty to 8 and you know, have a laugh. There's a new leaderboard for 1 credit mode, so you still have the original normal leaderboard, and then on the right we have 1 credit. At the moment there's a glitch in 1.5. By the time this video is out, they hopefully will have released 1.51. Which is going to fix this issue and a couple of other little graphical problems which exist in 1.5. The menu is fixed. It used to have this glitch where if you flicked the carousel really quickly, it wouldn't actually change the game properly, but now it's working totally fine. If you go into the settings, we've got a new display options. These were already here, original, full and wide. But we also have display effects where you can turn a bezel on and off, so you can just have like a nice Capcom border around your game.
Are there different ones, or is it just Capcom?
Just the one. You can mix and match these, so you can have smooth, CRT, bezel, smooth. You can't have CRT and bezel. I still prefer it just like the way it was. I like it plain. I like the pixel perfect mode. They've given us some new music, because originally the loops on the menu were really, really short and they got a little bit annoying. So as a nice little surprise extra, they've now got Remix, which is different tracks of music on the menu, and they loop and they last long.
Oh, that's really good.
So that's nicer.
That's great.
So that's the bulk of the changes. This is purportedly the last update that the system's going to have. The developers are going to move on to something new, which means that I guess we're unlikely to ever see a new game added to the Capcom Home Arcade, which is a shame. I know that that's something the development team really, really wanted to provide, but it was always like a golden goose sort of situation. I still think the selection of games here is really, really strong.
Yeah.
And, you know, this just got updated for free. It's improved, and I would say that it's been out nearly a year. It's probably a bit cheaper now than it was when it came out back in November. So if you were on the fence about getting this, it's probably not a bad time to think about getting one. But yeah, one of the nicer options is the clock speed thing. And this doesn't affect all the games, but on, I think, Darkstalkers and Street Fighter 2 are the two where if you increase the clock speed, it will actually speed up the game.
Yes, I'd forgotten how cosy this console is.
It's for friends.
It's a good game for a date.
One nice little thing about it, which is something that we both wanted, was if you press pause now, you get to see the controls overlaid.
Yeah, a few of the things you brought up, I remember that were
things that we would naturally want.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're going to be Bison or Albie Chun-Li. You've got your Bison badge.
I have, yeah.
I can't find my Chun-Li badge.
Oh. I don't know, you come over here.
So you see how they're moving a lot quicker?
Yes.
We walk a lot quicker, the animations are a lot faster. And against CPU, this increases the difficulty of the game quite considerably, even without raising the actual difficulty in the dip switches. So if you're, you know, a seasoned Street Fighter or Darkstalkers fan, this really improves the lifespan of the system.
Yeah, this is cool. It does sort of feel like watching it and playing it in fast forward.
Something I'm disappointed they haven't added in this update is there's still no save feature, so we can't create save states at all. That never got added.
And also, if good for the you know, Mega Man and
Duels and Ghosts.
Yeah,
yes, it would be good for that. But they've also made it so that you can't currently save your options. So if you increase the clock speed and you think that's how I want it for live,
You've got to do it every time.
you have to do it every time. I think that's a shame. We're 2 apiece. The seconds are actually counting down like slightly quick as well. Like Street Fighter seconds, I don't think are seconds anyway in this one, but now they're really short. Like, so that's why we got time out, I think, because it's just quicker than we thought it would be. Oh, time out. Oh, you just got me. Yeah. If you want to play in clock speed up, I guess you have to already have that invested Street Fighter skill that you're fast, even when the clock is fast.
I don't have that.
One more thing they've added is that when you want to leave a game on the Home Arcade and go back to the menu and choose a new one, the whole system used to have to restart, and now it doesn't do that. You can just go to quit to menu and it just goes straight back.
Oh yeah, that's really good.
Really, really fast, like shockingly fast.
Straight away, it's much improved. I like the game setting section is fantastic. I think that's really useful, and it's presented well. You know, you can see everything. It's quite self-explanatory. I just think maybe adding in a couple of extra games would have really boosted it would just rewarded people that picked it up day one.
I agree, and I think that the development team also agree as well.
Yeah.
It's not that they haven't included them, you know, because they didn't feel like it. They
Hands
tried.
are tied, aren't
yeah,
they?
it just didn't come together. There were lots of sticking points in our original review on Fox Arcade that now have been, to some degree, they've been remedied by adding in the dip switches. That was a big one that we wanted. But right back when we did the preview event, we said, you know, we want difficulty options, or single credit mode would be cool, and all that stuff's now there.
And you're getting that arcade experience, and that's why you want one of these things.
So thanks to Koch Media for updating the Home Arcade. I think giving a free update like this so long after the launch is really a nice surprise. I think a lot of people thought it was never going to happen, but you know, they stuck to their word and they've given us something really, really nice here. And if you can get it for, you know, a slightly reduced price at this point, I would definitely recommend it. We'll come back to the Capcom Home Arcade in future for our full gameplay videos, because we always promised that we would. And now we can go back and play Ghouls and Ghosts and maybe set the difficulty to 1 instead of 2.
See if we can get through a few more levels.